Welcome to Pitwall Perspective. I'm Logan.
And I'm Manny, and every week we break down what actually matters in motorsports, so don't forget to subscribe and turn your notifications on so you can stay up to date in everything. So this week we had a couple things. Well, we would have had NASCAR.
Yeah.
NASCAR was postponed, so we'll get into that a little bit. We're going to be talking about the F1 Shakedown, the remaining 4 days that we didn't cover last week, and then we're going to touch briefly on the Asian Le Mans series that ran this past weekend. It was the two-race series for the 4 hour of Dubai.
Yeah, and don't forget we have a surprise segment for Manny at the end of the show, so we'll see how he does with that.
All right, Logan, you want to lead since...
Yep, so Bowman Gray got delayed, like Manny said, 8 to 10 inches of snow. Pretty bad for North Carolina, I said, and so they delayed it for mainly safety of fans. Yep. They said, a spokesperson said that they wanted people to be able to be home, take care of what they needed to, and not stress about missing the race. So
yeah, I mean, practically a storm. We're in South Florida, and
yeah.
it's freezing temps over here.
Yeah,
it's down to at night. I think last night it was down to 30 degrees. The feels like was like 14 degrees.
Yeah.
So
we're not used to that down here.
Yeah, we're feeling that down here.
Yeah.
I'd imagine what all the other northern states are going through. So
yeah, but they are they're planning. I don't want to stay too confident with it, but they're planning to resume the race for Wednesday.
Yeah, they originally delayed it to. It was supposed to be today.
Right.
They delayed it the first time. It was supposed to be today, Monday the 2nd.
Right.
And then it quickly got delayed again to Wednesday. So
if you guys are watching this on release day, it'll be today that the race is or was.
Yep.
Depending on when you're watching this. So, all right. What about the Shakedown Barcelona?
Yeah.
Of that.
So day one, I think, was a little boring compared to day 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I was excited to talk about this. Day 2 was rained out majority of the days. A couple teams canceled their track time for that day. But Red Bull did go out.
Yeah.
And Hadjar had a pretty major wreck.
Which they downplayed quite a bit.
They downplayed it quite a bit, actually. Yeah. They called it a small off is what F1 reported it as. But leaks and people that were there watching from a distance, it was actually pretty locked down. At what I read online were people that were there, they started at 100 meters away from the track.
Yeah.
They got moved back to 200, 300, and then by the end of the days, they were pushed back to 600 meters away from the track.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I read that online. So, but people that were there watching said that he obviously wet conditions. He went off track. Spun out, hit a wall, and ripped off his entire rear wing and destroyed his rear suspension. Now, of course...
Small off, right?
Right, small off. We don't know, of course, how much of that is accurate. But Red Bull did make a comment for their interview, and they and I quote, said, "We are going to do our best to repair the car."
That's not a small off.
That's not a small off.
There's a picture of it in the wall. It was not a small off.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yep. Yeah. McLaren and Mercedes were expected to run. They opted out because of the weather.
Yeah. Day 3 though. Day 3 is a big day. Mercedes for sure is. I would say the post shakedown talk is Mercedes is looking strong. They're looking reliable.
Very reliable.
Yeah. They're going for a while. The drivers in the interview seemed the most confident. They did. For sure.
There's a few people that didn't seem too confident.
Right. Yeah, we'll get into that. But, both Kimi and George Russell were confident. They said it ran smooth. Really no issues. But then again, I think it's a lot of driver talk. Nothing's really going to get exposed. The interviews
these guys are trained.
Right.
They're trained to, keep things under wraps.
Yeah.
With the shakedown, it could expose a lot. A lot of these teams aren't even really pushing at full potential during the shakedown. It's really just to get a feel for the new car, aerodynamics. They ran a lot of testing. Of course, all the teams did.
Right. And then McLaren out on track in their new car, which their livery just looks great. They just needed to do that this year. We talked about that last episode.
We did.
Norris seems he's pretty optimistic.
Yep.
But again, could just be driver talk. I think that
I think it's easy to tell when it's
right,
PR
real
driver talk and when it's real.
Yeah, I think
He seemed excited.
he did. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, you're coming off your first championship. I mean,
Right.
What are you gonna? What really are you gonna feel?
Right.
You're just excited to get back in the car, but
Right.
I'm definitely putting on a cautiously optimistic helmet in relation to what I'm hearing coming out of here, because I feel like a lot of it's just under wraps, like
of course
it's supposed to be.
Of course.
But then the Bulls and Alpine went back out on track, and the new rookie for V-Carb, Lindblad is getting a lot of praise. For the first time in an F1 car.
Lots of praise. He looked good in the clips that they released of him driving.
Right. I mean, again, we're not really seeing too much, but I definitely think I saw a video. He doesn't even have his driver's license yet. I think he failed his driver's test. Like, I don't get it, but the chief technical officer, quote, said, "Cool, calm, and professional," and gave simple and clear feedback.
Yeah.
That's not something you get very often from a rookie.
No.
And I think of immediately Yuki Tsunoda, now reserve driver for Red Bull.
Yep.
He's a hothead. As a rookie, he was just cursing at everybody. I mean,
freaking out on everyone, short temper.
So,
and then he couldn't even keep it on track.
Right. And I feel like that's a type of thing, like when we're talking about like this PR driver talk and, trained stuff for the interviews. This is a type of compliment that I don't think needs to be faked. Like I would take this as genuine, like a positive for the Racing Bulls for sure.
Yeah.
Then we had Haas and Audi back on track. Everybody's doing a ton of laps.
Yeah.
Like
they're more than Mercedes are showing really good reliability.
Yeah, reliability is good. Yeah. I mean, when you're putting out 3 race distances on a car in a single day, I mean, that's high stress. But I was thinking about it today. I'm like, you know what? It's freezing there. Like it's cold.
Yeah.
Like the cars normally don't run. So the one thing they don't have to worry about is overheating the engine, which also improves the length that they can run.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about that, and but whatever, they're getting seat time in a new car with new regulations, and that's what everybody needs.
Yeah. 2 days prior to being at the Shakedown, they were at the Ferrari.
The Fiorano.
Track. Yeah, they were at the Fiorano track, and they did I think their limit was 200 kilometers.
Yeah, every team.
Every team. So they completed 200 kilometers, and then 2 days later they were out at the Shakedown.
Right.
And they did it all with no major issues. I think
that's positive.
Haas might be a team to watch.
Let's go year. America, baby.
Yep.
But then Audi, that's a head scratcher, I think, of day 3.
Yeah.
Definitely had some questionable attitude, I would say, or outlook on it from Nico Hülkenberg. He seemed not pessimistic, but definitely not optimistic, I'd say.
Yeah.
Driver talk. You got to figure some things out.
He said in their interview that there was still a lot to discover on the car.
Right. So hopefully they can figure it out. But yeah. What happened day 4 though?
So day 4 was actually Mercedes' 140th birthday.
Yeah.
So Antonelli, he was one of 4 cars to hit the track as soon as the lights went green on it. They ended the day with over 2 race lengths, so not as much as Haas, but they came very close to how many Haas ran.
Mm-hmm.
Russell completed 78 laps on day 4, and day 4 was also when they hit their 500 lap limit for the Shakedown.
So was it a 500 lap limit? Because I know there was a 3-day limit, and they totaled 500 laps.
So
I think it was just a 3-day limit.
Is from what I saw, from what I understood, it was either 3 days or 500 laps, whichever occurs first.
Oh,
yeah.
All right. See, I didn't know that.
I might be wrong, but that's okay.
They did 500 laps.
Yeah, they did 500 laps.
Good.
Yeah.
So.
And then trackside engineering director for Mercedes, Andrew Shovlin, says after the track day, said it's been really impressive from a reliability point of view.
Yeah.
We touched on Mercedes reliability already. They look really
early
good.
Favorites.
And I don't really ever vote for or root for Mercedes, but if they did good, it'd be nice to see Mercedes back fighting for a a championship.
Right.
It's been a few
4
years.
years. Yeah.
It's been a few years. He also said, trackside engineering director Andrew Shovlin, he also said that they were able to end the program early because the car allowed them to perform the tests how they wanted it to. So that's just another sign pointing to the reliability, to building a vehicle that they're confident in and performing the way they expected it to perform. So a couple other teams that went out, Liam Lawson, Hamilton took the afternoon session, and Sergio Perez from Cadillac went out. Sergio Perez said that they're improving every day with the car, taking steps in the right direction.
Good news for Cadillac.
For a new team on the grid. They obviously weren't going to come out with the same expectations that Mercedes or Red Bull or McLaren would have had. But Sergio Perez, vetted driver, and he seems pretty happy with the program.
That's good.
And the car. So I think that points to a good sign. And then Piastri went out for the first time in the McLaren. Yep. If he wins in Australia, he's going to be the first Australian native to actually win the Grand Prix in Australia.
Daniel Ricciardo can never do it.
Yeah, unfortunately. I was a Danny Ricciardo fan. I loved watching Danny Ricciardo. Yeah. On track, off track.
Everything.
Yeah. He's just great. Yeah. Piastri seemed very meh about the upcoming season. He said they found some small issues, and they were in the process of ironing out those issues. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know how McLaren. Lando seemed really excited, but that excitement might not be coming from the actual car. Again, these guys don't actually know how the cars are going to perform.
Right, and I think I see it both ways. Right. Piastri being not as optimistic after the season he had, where he's in the lead of the championship for half the year and then gets taken away. Barely taken away. Right. And then Lando coming off the exact opposite of that, where he's able to come back and win the championship. Right. I think there's not enough of an off season for those emotions to settle down. It's less than 2 months ago.
Yeah, a month and a half.
Right.
Yeah. So Aston Martin finally out on track for
Batmobile.
Finally out on track. They were 7th in the constructors last year. Yeah. So they weren't too hot last year. They were bottom of the grid, but or closer to the bottom. Yeah. But they have a really interesting designer on the car this year. Yeah. So I'll let you get into that a little bit. Yeah. Mike Crack, the chief trackside engineer or chief trackside officer, says there's a lot of work to come for the car. But it was a good moment overall for the team, I'd imagine, to have a new vehicle, out
completely new design.
Completely new design. It's a new car.
Adrian Newey, genius of aerodynamics. So when they brought him on, everybody was excited, waiting for to see Aston Martin out on track, and then it hits on Thursday, right? And everybody, I'm on F1 Twitter, and F1 Twitter is blowing up like, what are these side pods? It's completely different design than all these other cars, and people I think are a little over optimistic. But
you think people are too optimistic?
I think so. I mean, you think Aston Martin came out hot? I think it was 2023. They came out pretty strong in the first few races. But I mean, I always restrict myself from doubting Adrian Newey. I mean, he's just a genius. So if they come out and they're a title contender, I won't say I'm surprised.
Right. I mean, you'd have to give credit to
Honda Power Units. They're the only ones on it. Red Bull had success with Honda Power Units, so
maybe it'll be a good year for Aston Martin.
We'll see what happens.
Let's see. They're a cool brand. Yeah. I like Aston Martin
for sure.
Both Ferraris did log some time. Actually, both of them logged over a race distance each. Hamilton had the car in the morning. Leclerc took control in the afternoon. But Fred, team principal,
love Fred.
Yeah. He said it was an interesting day, and the team still has a long way to go. It's not looking.
No, that's not good.
That's for your team principal to come out and say that during the shakedown.
Yeah. Some things are best kept under wraps, Fred. Yeah. I don't think
maybe their goal is to set expectations here and
exceed them.
Exceed expectations.
Yeah, fans have been disappointed for many years.
Yeah.
So
under promise, over deliver. Let's hope Ferrari is taking that as their mantra this year.
Yeah.
Cadillac out again on this day. Perez took the wheel. And then Lindblad again for the Bulls went out. The Bulls are saying that the data they gathered, the miles that they put on the car, it was more than what they were expecting. They have a positive outlook for the coming season. They've never been a top 3 team in their entire lifespan of F1. I'm not really sure what that positive outlook is putting them at. Maybe a 4 spot, 5 spot.
Yeah, best of the rest.
Yeah, best of the rest.
Yeah.
Yep.
On to day 5.
Yep.
So Mercedes is done.
Yep.
Mercedes actually today had their team launch. They already revealed their livery, but they did like a whole interview with the drivers and Toto.
Yeah.
And the one like major quote that came out of that, which I thought was pretty interesting, was Toto said the cars drive like a video game.
Put me in that chair.
Yeah, I got a good sim rig.
I put up some pretty good times in F1 2025.
Yeah, put us in there. But that's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
So
I wonder what he means by that. They have to
idea.
have some good knowledge. I mean, think about it. These guys are running on sims.
Right.
They're not.
That's probably what he means by video games.
They're not putting in their cars on a track every day.
No.
So,
but he probably means video games as in their multi-million-dollar simulator, not a $70 game on Steam.
Okay. Well,
I don't know.
One can hope.
Yes, one can dream. And then Red Bull went out. Max went out with 69 laps. So that's over a race distance for Barcelona. And he seems pretty happy with the car.
Yeah.
He's
he's very dry though. It's
nonchalant.
It's hard to get a read on him. Right?
Ever since last year, so he did a post-season interview with the Red Bull media team.
Yeah,
and he was very nonchalant. Like he wasn't upset that he lost the drivers' championship. He was happy with the second half of the year. His goal in the second half of the year was just to improve the team, not to really go for the championship. He was happy with where it turned out, but it was very nonchalant.
Yeah, he's one of those guys where when he has a bad race, he takes accountability and says
if it's on him.
If it's on him.
Yeah. If it's on someone else, then he goes and punches him in the garage.
Okay. We don't have to talk about that.
No.
But
yeah.
His responses, the point that I'm getting at is his responses when he has bad days and his responses when he has good days are very similar.
Mm-hmm.
Very similar. He's very
mellow.
Very mellow, very monotone. So, He said the team hit the ground running well with the car, so
optimistic.
Optimistic. Yeah. Maybe he'll be up there fighting against Lando, or Piastri for the title.
Unless they're in the back of the grid, I honestly have no idea.
Anything can happen this year.
I have no idea.
We can have Haas as a number 1. Bulls could be 2.
All right, let's pause for a second.
We could
clip it.
It's a new car. It's a new car.
Oh my gosh, millions of dollar difference. Good Lord.
They still have
speaking
caps.
Of Haas,
yeah.
Speaking of Haas, though, they only did 350 laps.
Yeah,
and this was their third day. They're done. They ran into some issues in the earlier days, so that's probably why they didn't get as much track time. But they seem pretty optimistic too.
Yeah,
I haven't seen anything that is like a red flag from Haas yet.
No,
so.
No, they put up a lot of laps. Their interviews post Shakedown were all pretty positive. Yeah, they didn't seem like they didn't really have many negative things to say. Right. So,
and then Aston Martin back out on track again. This time Fernando driving, and Fernando this is like Fernando speak. He's saying it's like a special moment, and like he's happy with the team and whatnot. Right. It's a very Fernando Alonso comment. Yeah. But you never know. I think he retired. He came back. Like, he doesn't need to be racing. I think the only reason he's racing is because Adrian Newey's there and he's confident where the team can go. Yeah. I think that's why he's there. So I think to be optimistic, if you're an Aston Martin fan, is not a bad thing. Right? Yeah. I think they're doing
something different, and top teams they didn't get to the top without doing things differently.
Right.
Right.
You got to do a wild card in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cadillac and Audi back out on track again. Bortoletto drove the Audi in the morning. Hülkenberg went out in the afternoon. Ferrari out again in the morning with Leclerc. Hamilton said it was a good week. But they mentioned some things about the car specifically, which, again, I think is pretty revealing for a Shakedown, saying it has a lot less downforce. And they said it's oversteery and snappy, but it's an easier car to catch, which I'm assuming is just because it's a much lighter car.
Right.
So,
yeah, and none of the other teams really commented on the, on how the vehicle responds to that. So maybe that's we're seeing that all around the grid, right? Maybe that's how the majority of drivers feel, or maybe that points signs to bad aerodynamics by Mercedes. Ferrari, yes. Yeah. Well, so they're not looking too hot with reliability.
No.
They're not looking too hot with Hamilton's comments on how the car drives.
Yeah.
The characteristics of the car. So
yeah. And then McLaren went out again.
They look good though.
They look good. Yeah, both of them look good. They had an issue with the fuel system, but they were able to have it fixed. And Piastri went out for 80 laps, so it was smoother. But his demeanor again is very down in the dumps.
His post shakedown interviews just didn't really seem all that confident. But again, like you said, the emotions don't die off when you have such a short season or off season. So that month and a half that Lando's on top of the world feeling great is also probably the same month and a half that Piastri was feeling like, man, if I did this a little bit more, if I did this a little bit more,
the reflection's still going on.
Yeah. Right.
And then Alpine again on track. They're back to the Mercedes power unit, obviously.
Mercedes.
Yeah. And they said they got a lot to learn, but progress is going well. So yeah. I mean, that wraps up the Shakedown. I think really we don't know anything. I read all of it. We have this information, but I mean, Mercedes, I would say, is a safe bet for where I'm at right now as an early prediction, but.
You would take Mercedes as a prediction to win what? Constructors?
Yeah, I mean, if I'm they got two talented drivers. George Russell won races. Kimi as a rookie got a podium.
Yep.
Maybe two. I'm trying to remember, but I mean, I'm confident in their driver lineup. What's coming out of the Shakedown? Again, what's coming out of the Shakedown could completely flip in Bahrain and then going into Australia. So what do we really know? But if somebody, said you have to put all your money on a team right now, I'd probably put it on Mercedes.
I think that's a safe prediction.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's kind of what I'm looking at here.
Yeah.
But that wraps up the Shakedown, I think, unless you got anything more to add.
No, nothing more. We can jump into the ALMS over this past weekend.
Yeah.
It was Asian Le Mans Series. If you guys don't know, it's a feeder series into the WEC, the World Endurance Championship. So they have for their 2026 season, it actually started in 2025 in December. And then the two races that they had this weekend was race 3 and 4. And it was both of them were 4-hour races, and they were in Dubai. So for race 1 and 2 in the LMP2 class, overall fastest class on the track, CrowdStrike Racing took both wins. They dominated the weekend, and they actually did that after coming off their 24-hour at Daytona. The Rolex 24. Yeah. They won for the LMP2 class there. Not overall, because as we know, GTP is their fastest class. So for ALMS, LMP2 is the fastest class. CrowdStrike Racing took first place for both. For race 1, second place was Settler Racing. And third on the podium was RD Limited in the LMP3 class, a little bit slower than LMP2, still a prototype model. First place was Inter Europool Competition. Second was Forestier Racing by VPS. And then third was 23 Events Racing. In the GT class, Kessel Racing took first place in their Ferrari. Second place was JMR Racing in their Corvette. And then third place was Manthe Racing in their 911 Porsche. For race 2, LMP2 class, like I mentioned, CrowdStrike Racing They actually took first in the last 10 minutes of the race. They were fighting for first place. And then last 10 minutes of the 4-hour run, they finally took it. Second place was Algarve Pro Racing, and then third was Settler Racing. They were also on the podium for race number 1. In the LMP3 class, it was 23 Events Racing, Forestier Racing, and then CLX Motorsport. And in the GT class, we had Team WRT in their BMW, Origin Motorsport in a Porsche 911, and then Manthe again taking third for the GT class in their Porsche. The only reason they actually took third place, crossing the checkered flag, was the number 66 Corvette.
Okay.
But Corvette had penalties for safety car infractions, and then also exceeding their stint driving time.
Oh.
Yeah, they didn't driver swap soon enough. So after points were given to Corvette, they crossed the line third, but they dropped into fourth.
Gotcha.
And Manthe took that third spot. Another fact for race number 2, the 3 LMP3s, the podium for LMP3, were the only 3 LMP3s to be ahead of the majority of the GT class.
Interesting.
Yeah. A lot of the LMP3 class was below like the next 10 GTs. Unfortunately, for some reason, ALMS blocks streaming to our region.
Right. We can't
so
really see anything.
Couldn't watch it. I'd have to watch it on like in a foreign language. But I might go back and look into see what happened, because obviously there had to have been a major incident,
right?
Or something for the second fastest class on the track for majority of them to end up behind the slowest class on the track.
Right.
Something had to have happened. So, yeah. Do you have anything to say about ALMS?
I mean, yeah, I just wish we could watch it more.
Yeah.
Like, it's so hard to get here. They don't stream it to our YouTube here. They don't post the highlights even. Like, it's hard to just find anything on it. So, yeah. But, I mean, GT class is the best, so we look at that. But do you have anything else on ALMS, or that kind of wraps up those two races?
Kind of wraps up those two races. Yeah. ALMS is going to be heading to Abu Dhabi for their last 2 races of the season. They're unfortunately short season. They only do 6 races for the season. So they had the 2 back in December. They were just at Dubai. They're going to be at Abu Dhabi on the 7th and the 8th of February. So this coming weekend.
Yep. Love that track. All right. So here in America, we got some pretty damn good news this week.
We did.
Yeah.
We did get some really good news. This is coming from IndyCar.
Yeah. So IndyCar, for those who don't know, it's America's 250th anniversary on July 4th. So in August, I think it's the 23rd, they are holding a street race in Washington, D.C., like around the Capitol. Like,
it's going to be really cool.
It's going to be sick.
Yeah.
I heard a rumor that it's probably going to be a free event.
Really?
That I don't think is confirmed.
Okay.
It would make sense.
It would.
I don't have a
right.
Obviously, I don't have a problem with it, but I think it's fitting. I think there's no reason not to make it free.
Yeah.
It's just, and it kind of came together in literally a matter of like 2 days.
Yeah.
Right. There's an executive order signed allowing it, and then IndyCar was like, all right, we're doing it. And they put it on their calendar, found a date, and they're going.
Do you think they're going to continue doing this future years?
I don't. So
that's how I feel. I think
it's just this year. I think that's okay. Right. So I think back, I think it was 2020 for Ferrari's 100th anniversary. F1 did another race in Italy. I forget what track it was at, but they only did 1 race. It was only that year. And I think that makes it a little more special.
Yeah.
Like, I think if they do this more years, I think it kind of dilutes it a little bit.
Yeah, I'd agree.
But besides that, we talked about the F1 drivers giving trained responses. But another piece of big news came out in F1 social media today. Today.
I haven't been on. I had a busy day at work. I did not go on social media today.
Lewis Hamilton.
Okay.
Is dating Kim Kardashian.
Is he really?
Yes.
No, he's not.
Yes, bro. Look it up. I didn't want to tell you before we recorded because I wanted to get your genuine reaction, but Yes, they are found in Paris in a romantic outing, and they are allegedly starting a romantic relationship.
Wow.
And all I'm going to say about that is good for them.
Yeah.
And that's about it.
Yeah, I would have never expected Kim Kardashian to go for a race car driver.
No, but I also wouldn't have thought Lewis Hamilton to go for...
But then again, all her exes have very quickly left and sped out the door. And Lewis is very good at speeding. So
wow. Clip it. Clip it. Yeah, so that's really the only big piece of news that came out this week. IndyCar obviously being number one, but I just wanted to get your reaction on that.
If that's a free race, maybe we do an Indy 500 Capital podcast.
That'd be sick.
If all we have to pay for is flight,
I'm
hotel,
down.
I'd be down.
Let's do it.
All right, maybe you'll catch us out there. We won't announce it. This is going to be the only
spur of the moment.
Yeah, this will be the only mention of it.
Yeah,
and then one day you guys are just going to get a video.
Yeah.
of us at the Capital race. Yeah, that's how we'll do that.
All right, what do we got coming up this week though?
NASCAR we have coming up. Of course, because of the delays, that's going to be on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Bahrain preseason testing is going to be starting
the 11th.
It's
not until after our next recording date. So it's actually
so we won't be able to talk about Bahrain preseason testing
next week,
but that'll be coming in 2 weeks once we get that.
Kind of a dry week.
Yeah,
but
a little bit.
It's ramping up though. F1 is almost going. Next week we'll have Williams. Their reveal is tomorrow. So yesterday for when this gets released, their team launch, and we haven't seen anything on them because they weren't at the Shakedown. And
we will get to talk about the Cadillac reveal because that's going on
all
this
the teams.
Sunday.
Yeah, so this upcoming Sunday we have Cadillac, and then Monday before we record, we'll have McLaren and Aston Martin. Those are the last two teams.
Yeah, so we'll be able to give
our final full
livery
rankings.
We'll be able to update our rankings from last week.
Yeah, so next week we'll have that at least to go over. But yeah, I mean, I think that's really it in terms of news and events and whatnot that's coming up.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to the amount of racing that we have coming though.
Yeah.
We get into a little bit more into February, later half of February. We're gonna have IndyCar starting. We're gonna have we'll have NASCAR going. Mm-hmm. We'll have F1 finally going. So yeah,
it's ramping up.
Yep.
So yeah, it's getting exciting. All right, I got a surprise segment for you.
Okay.
We're going to do a F1 trivia.
Gosh.
We're going to see.
Terrible at trivia.
It is 15 questions.
Okay.
If you get 10, so it's a 66%. You're good at getting D's in school.
Yeah.
66%.
Yeah, I was good at skipping school too.
Yep. If you get 10 out of 15, I have something for you next week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do I know? Do I find out? Do the viewers get to find out what it is next week?
No.
No.
You both find out next week.
I have to get 10 now, and both of us.
Yeah. Please get 10 because it's already ordered.
Okay.
So.
All right.
All right. So question number 1.
I'm gonna close this so nobody thinks I'm cheating.
Oh yeah, it's a completely separate document. All right. Question number 1. Which driver at the 2021 Hungarian Grand Prix won despite not leading for a single lap under green flag conditions? It is one of his only wins in his career, and he is a current driver on the grid.
He is a current driver.
Yeah.
Pierre Gasly.
No. That's a good guess.
Okay.
Esteban Ocon. I butchered that name.
Esteban Ocon. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, not a single.
And how did that happen?
Under safety car finished, and he boxed, and they didn't think that was going to finish under safety car, and it finished under safety car, and he stayed out.
Yeah.
So it worked out for him.
All right.
I almost slipped up and said it this episode, this next question. So we'll see if your last month and a half knowledge sticks. How many points did Lando Norris win the 2025 championship, and who was in second?
Oh gosh. I know second place was a fight between Verstappen and Piastri.
Yeah. Well, who got second?
All
three of them were contenders.
Verstappen took second. Yeah.
Yeah.
Verstappen took second. And how many points did Piastri have?
No, how many points did Lando beat Max by?
Oh, how many
at
points
the end of the year
did Lando have? Yeah.
Yeah.
How many points did Lando have, or
No,
how many points did he
beat Max by?
Oh gosh. 7.
2.
2.
2
I knew
points.
it was something close,
but
I didn't know how many
it was
points
close.
Max had. Yeah.
This was the first time, I think it said 47 years when I did my research, that there were 3 drivers in contention for the title going into the last race of the year.
That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. Made it entertaining for sure. It was just a strategy race. Like none of the 3 of them were really racing against each other, but it was like Lando knew he had to finish P4, and if Max won, and he would win the championship. So they were just strategizing for that. It was interesting. All right, I'll give you a point for that because you got Max. So question number 3. Keep track of how many you got.
1.
Okay. Hard number, guys. Number 3. Who was the first home race driver to win the Monaco Grand Prix, and what year was it?
Leclerc.
Okay, what year was it?
2023.
Oh, dude.
24.
Yeah.
24. 24.
Last year. It was stripped away from him in 22 and 23, but he finally got in 24.
Yeah, 24.
All right, I'll give you that one.
Yeah, that's a point. That's point worthy.
Who holds the record for the most number of consecutive race wins in a single season, and what year was it in?
Verstappen.
Yeah.
That's how many? That was 11 races, I believe it was.
10 or 11. Yeah.
And that was he won that year.
Dominant year.
Yeah. Was it 2022?
No. It's 23.
Bleep that out.
All right. But you did get Max. I'll give you half a point.
All right, 2.5.
All right. Number 5. What team did Charles Leclerc begin his F1 career on?
Oh, man. Hold on.
I'll accept 2 answers.
Charles Leclerc got picked up by Ferrari. Was he racing for... It wasn't Alpine.
No, it wasn't Alpine. Alpine wasn't on the grid at this point. Do you want a hint?
Yeah.
They were taken over by Kick Sauber.
Oh, yes. Alfa Romeo.
Yeah.
Yep.
I gave you Sauber because they were technically...
And I knew that because I knew it was Alfa Romeo because I used to like make a comment about how he was racing for fake Ferrari before he was racing for Ferrari. So I should have known that.
All right, I'll give you Alfa Romeo.
All right, 3.5.
3.5. Number 6. Who is the youngest F1 driver to win a Grand Prix, and how old was he? But you have to get the age in this one.
I think that was Max Verstappen at 17. Stop.
18.
18.
Man. I'm not giving you that one.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm not giving you that one.
All right.
18.
All right, I'm at 3.5 still.
Yeah. Who won the Drivers' Championship in 2016? You're not going to get this.
In 2016?
Take my hint of you're not going to get this and then get it.
Okay. Can you give me the team?
Mercedes.
All right. It was in 2016?
2016. I'll give you a hint.
Raikkonen.
No, very close. Like I get the 2 confused sometimes too. Same letter in the last name.
Raikkonen. Same first letter?
Same first letter. Alex's brother.
Alex
Laplace, his brother.
Nico Hulkenberg.
No, what the heck?
Wait, Nico, isn't shout out to Alex. Is it his brother?
Shout out Alex. Nico Rosberg,
Nico
bro.
Rosberg.
Bro, Hulkenberg got his first podium in
I know.
in Great Britain.
Nico Rosberg.
Oh my gosh. All right, what are you at?
3.5.
3.5. You have 8 questions left, so you can still get it.
Yeah.
Who has the most number of World Drivers' Championships? There's 2 people.
There's 2 people?
There's 2 people. They're tied.
They're tied.
Yeah.
Hamilton?
Yep. I swear to God, if you don't get this.
Is this an older driver?
Yeah.
It is.
Bro.
Hold on.
Oh my God.
I have a name but I don't want to say it because I'm not confident in this answer.
What do you think it is?
No, Schumacher.
Thank you.
Yeah.
God, who do you think it was?
I was on the tip of my tongue. It was Niki Lauda.
Hit 3.
But I was like, no, it just didn't sound right. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm at 4.5.
Yeah.
All right.
Who has the most podiums? Who had the most podiums in 2020, but didn't win a single race?
The most podiums in 2020, but didn't win a single race.
Think of the top teams in 2020.
In 2020. Yep.
And then think of who didn't win a race, who could have not won a race. So you'd assume a second driver on that top team.
Yeah. What color was the car?
Black. That's not going to help.
Valtteri Bottas.
Good poll.
Yep.
Good poll. What are you at?
5.5.
All right. You can only miss one more.
Okay.
1.5 more.
All right.
What race has the lowest amount of laps on the calendar?
Oh.
Dude.
Hold on. I'm going through the calendar in here. It's gonna be Spa.
Yes. How many laps? You don't have to get this to get it right.
48?
44.
44.
Close. Yeah. All right. You only needed the track, so you got that one.
All right. So I'm at 5.5.
6.5.
6.5. No.
5.5.
5.5.
What race has the highest amount of laps?
I want to say Red Bull Ring. Hold on.
Close. So
Hold on.
close.
It's not Red Bull Ring?
No.
Highest amount of laps.
Yeah.
It's not Monaco.
It is Monaco.
It's Monaco?
It is Monaco. Monaco.
Really?
Yeah, it's the shortest track.
It's shorter than Red Bull Ring?
Well, so you got to think the lap times are about the same,
Yeah.
but you're a lot slower speeds at Monaco.
Okay.
So right, the laps are based on lap distance, right?
Yeah.
So they're traveling less distance in the same amount of time. Red Bull Ring's just fast.
Yeah.
So
Fast track. Love Red Bull Ring.
yeah,
It's a fun track.
yeah, that was Monaco. You got to wipe it clean here.
Oh gosh.
I think you'll get these though.
All right.
And there's a 2-pointer in here, so you can actually miss one more.
Okay. All right.
What team did Lewis Hamilton begin his career with?
McLaren.
Thank you.
Yeah.
There we go.
Easy.
We're rolling now. See, that was a quick right off the dome. How many points separated Lewis and Max going into the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix in 2021 when Max won?
Dude, I don't know. That's
See, you know, if it wasn't this answer, I wouldn't expect you to know it.
1.
0. Dude. They were tied at 0.5 points. They each had half a point. I think.
How did a half point get in there?
I think it was because of something to do with either their crash at Monza, where Max went on top of Lewis.
Yeah.
Or
yeah.
I don't.
That was that season?
That was that season.
That was a crazy crash.
Well, the worst crash was when Lewis sent Max into the barriers around cops at Great Britain.
Yeah.
And he had I think it was like a 70G crash, something crazy.
Was it really?
Yeah, it was wild.
Who was it that had the crash in the Haas at Saudi?
Romain Grosjean. That wasn't Saudi. It was Bahrain.
No, he had the crash in Bahrain.
Oh,
where he was
at Saudi was Mick Schumacher.
That's who I'm thinking about.
Yeah, that
Schumacher's son.
Yeah, he had some bad crashes.
But gosh, we just said his name. The guy that crashed at Bahrain.
Oh, Romain Grosjean.
Grosjean. Yeah. He took that and ran with it.
Yeah.
He had all these deals with the Man on Fire and Phoenix. His Twitter bio at one point was like husband, father, race car driver, Man of Fire. And I was like, dude, that's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. Big in the race and still in racing. He's racing.
He was at the
Daytona 24. Daytona. Yep. Yeah. He's still around. He's a fun guy to watch.
Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah.
Dude, I've been watching YouTube video. I'm going on a side tangent, but about the Halo, and there's 4 or 5 I'm pretty confident in crashes since the Halo got introduced that it saved their life.
100%. The crash that we were just talking about, where with Max and Hamilton.
Yeah, that's one.
That 100% would have killed.
Joe Guan Yu going upside down, skidding across the pit straight at Great Britain.
Yep.
The Halo's a good thing.
They hated it at first.
They hated it.
But it was definitely saved some lives. Yeah.
Definitely good.
Yeah.
All right.
Next question.
So this one is, I'm gonna ask it one way.
Okay.
If I'm gonna be very proud if you get it.
Okay.
But then I'll ask it a different way, which is more fair.
Okay.
Who purchased Force India?
Can I put my
Yeah, you can guess this one, and if you don't get it, then I'll
BWT Racing Point?
No, this is a person. Sorry.
Oh, you're asking for a person.
Yeah.
That bought.
Who purchased Force India?
Oof. Oh man, I don't know the guy that I knew the team that took over.
They're Aston Martin now.
Oh, Lance Stroll's dad.
Yeah, Lawrence.
Lawrence Stroll.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a clothing designer.
Is he really?
Yeah,
I did not know that.
I'm pretty sure that's
where he
how
came
made
from.
His billions. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, he was I think it was something clothing related.
Wow. But yes, yeah. I'll give you that one.
All
right. So this one's a 2-pointer. So if you get one of the points, you're good.
Okay.
What team?
So how many points do I have right now?
You're at, I think 9.5.
I don't think I'm at 9.5. I think I was
right.
only able to miss one more.
Right.
So I'm at 8.5, I think.
No, you're at 9.5 because there's 15 questions but 16 points available.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
So I'm at 9.5.
Yeah, 9.5.
Is this the last question?
This is the last question.
All right.
2-pointer. What team and where did Pierre Gasly get his one and only win of his career so far? Each answer is a point.
It was Bulls.
Okay.
So I'm at 10.5.
No, you're not.
I thought I was at 9.5.
Yeah, but that's wrong. They were not called V-Carb.
Do you want me to say the name?
Yes.
AlphaTauri?
Yes, there we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. AlphaTauri.
It's a different team.
All right. I'm at 10.5.
Yeah, you got it. But come on, what track?
The track. Pierre Gasly got his first win. I remember watching him on the podium too. Was it did we mention this track?
Today?
Yeah.
Like in this segment?
Yeah.
No.
It wasn't linked to another question?
No, you brought it up. I don't know in relation to what.
I brought this track up?
Yeah.
Red Bull Ring?
No.
Oh, bleep that out too.
I got some editing to do. Temple of Speed. Please tell me you know that nickname.
Temple of Speed.
No?
I think I have a track, but I think I'm wrong.
What?
No, I don't want to say it.
Embarrass yourself. Do it.
No, because okay. I'm going to tell you the track.
Okay.
You're going to tell me it's wrong.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you why I was thinking about that.
Okay.
Because I keep thinking about Pierre Gasly's best friend that passed.
Oh, Jules Bianchi.
Yep.
But that was, yeah.
That was a Spa.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it wasn't Spa.
But I did mention the track.
Yeah, you did. You did. It's, let me try and give you a hint without giving it away.
Temple of Speed.
If you turn one at the start or turn one at any given safety car could be absolute chaos. Oh, we totally mentioned it talking about the Halos. Come on.
Oh. Silverstone. Monza.
Yes, Monza. That's where he got his one and only win. Oh, I'll give it to you.
I was already there.
Yeah.
I was there.
Yeah.
You don't have to give it to me. I'm at 10.5. We're getting a surprise next week.
Yeah, you're getting a surprise. You excited?
Yeah, what is it?
I'm not telling you. All right, take us out. We're good. You got anything else?
No, I don't think so. Just looking forward to, seeing more racing and having more things to talk about.
Yeah. At least next week we'll have NASCAR Core 4 to talk about.
Yep.
And then we'll have the final livery rankings.
Yeah.
We'll do that quickly.
Yeah, that'll
just
be
go.
quick, and then
Yeah.
we'll jump into more of the exciting stuff, more of the racing.
Yeah.
Really, happy, that you guys are watching our first video, 54 views before I jumped into recording today.
Yeah.
So we're looking forward to putting out more content for you guys. We're looking forward to just building this podcast to be the best it can be. If you guys have any suggestions, leave them down in the comments. Let us know
what
how
you
we
want.
can improve. Tell us what you guys want coverage on.
Yeah.
If you want less coverage on things, just let us know.
If you guys just want us to stop talking sometimes about some certain things.
Yeah.
That's kind of rude, but all right.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Again, let us know. We look forward to seeing you guys next week.
See ya.